Okay, we have our schematic here. So we've got our battery, our switch, our transistors, some capacitors, LEDs, all that stuff. And we've got our footprints assigned here. Okay, and so at this point, what we're going to do is we're going to go to the circuit board. So let's go to Tools, Update PCB from Schematic. And here we go. Update. Okay, so because we're going to be routing this using the CNC mill, and we're going to be using 0.8 millimeter, I guess, mills, we're going to go to the board setup, and the thing that we're going to look at in the board setup when it loads is the constraints, and specifically we want to set the minimum clearance to 0.8 so that drill bit can fit through. We'll set the minimum track width to 0.8 as well. Okay, and then I'm not going to worry so much about anything else, but we'll give that a try. Okay, and our goal is this: since we're going to be doing this one-sided, anything that's through a hole is going to be on the top or on the bottom, we'll say, and then this thing will be on the top since everything's going to solder on that same side. So I'm going to select all of these, and we're going to, let's see if I could easily switch them to the bottom. Let's see. Yep, so we're going to press the letter F to change side or flip. So now those are all on the bottom, whereas our battery is on the top. Okay, I'm going to go to user area 1, and we're going to use this as a reference. So our, we'll draw a rectangle here. So the circuit board we're using is going to be 7 by 10 centimeters. So that's going to be 70. Let's actually change the grid to be 1 millimeter right now. Okay. And so we're going to go 70 by 100. So we'll say 70 for Y. There you go. So this is the size of our circuit board. And so we want to try to keep this within a region that's much smaller. We'll say maybe like 60, we'll say 70, give ourselves 15 millimeters on each side, 70 by, all right, 40. I wonder if this will be big, too small. We'll see if we can fit it on this footprint here, 70 by 40. Okay, give us about 1.5 millimeters on each side, or 1.5 centimeters on each side. All right, I'm gonna move it. We're gonna go like this. I'm just gonna eyeball it for now. Okay, and then we'll go ahead and do the board outline after. So it's gonna place some things. Let's move this battery. We'll put it right here. And then we'll put the switch maybe right here. And then we can kind of put other stuff where we want it. So let's move this guy. Rotate, rotate, rotate. All right. And you can place stuff wherever you want. All right, and let's go to the resistors that go with these. Rotate that one. And then let's see what else is connected to that net. And let's rotate that guy around. Move it down here. Okay. And then I guess the other one would be maybe R5. Where's the other one? I guess this one. Okay. So we got those. Let's move the switch over here. Nope. So it's closer to the battery. Okay. Got our transistors. All right, might have to get creative with these. So specifically, we might have to move some pads on these things further apart so we don't run into issues with the, let's see that actually. So we're going to edit this. Edit footprint. So we're going to try to move some pads further away from each other. Okay, to give ourselves more space. All right, we'll save that. Save. Okay, do the same thing here. Edit. Edit footprint. And we're going to get some errors on things that we just can't move any further, but 1, 2, 1, 2, okay. And we'll save that one. Okay, so we got that. We're going to do the same thing here. And what we can also do with this one is make these pads a little bigger so we have more room to solder. So edit footprint. Okay, so I'm going to take this guy, I'm going to move it 1, 2, 3, 4, so a whole millimeter. This one as well. Move it 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, and then let's go ahead and make this pad a little bit bigger. So on the long way, we're going to make this to be 2. And then on the width, we'll go 1.25. Okay. Edit. Same thing, we're going to go 1.25 by 2. Give us a nice big pad to solder onto. And what would have been smarter would be to do this in advance, and so then we don't have to edit each footprint. But it is what it is. Okay. And save. All right, so that's pretty good. And we'll do the same thing with this one. Edit. Edit footprints. Okay. So we're going to move it 1, 2, 3, 4. The move key is the letter M, by the way. M, 1, 2, 3, 4. And then E for edit. 1.25 by 2. Okay. Edit. 1.25 by 2. And finally, edit. Oops. 1.25 by 2. Okay, so now we got our transistor pads a little spaced out better, and our LED ones. I think everything else should be good. So let's try moving stuff around, try to remove some of these crossing lines. So this one we'll put right here, and this one we'll put maybe up here. Okay, and this one is connecting to the 3-volt pad, or not pad, but net. So we'll put all those 3-volt ones towards each other. Move. And see what nets do we have here. Ground. And so this one's going to connect to the ground net. So I wonder if we put the ground net. Well, for ground, we're going to actually use we'll do a pour, so or a fill for the ground. And let's see, we got pad 2. All right, so this one's going to connect to here. So we're going to go like that. It's going to connect to there. That must be, not sure what that one is. And then we're going to rotate this guy one more time and move it to here. Okay, so it looks like we're doing pretty good with crossing lines, with the exception of to the LED there. That is going to be tricky maybe. So we got the ground ones there. So we might have to try to run the LED through there. All right, so we got that one here, this one here. So we want D1A and D1A. So I'm going to actually turn these LEDs around. So those are going to connect there. Do the same thing here. swap them as well. So we're going to move these two guys over here, just out of the way. Move these ones here. So trying to get myself in a situation where I don't have any overlapping lines. Okay, so let's see if we can make this work now. So what we're going to do is, as we draw these traces, we'll start by doing this one here to here. Okay, all the traces should be on the top. Okay, so that one's done. This one's going to go to there. Okay, that one's done. This one goes also to here. Okay, that's not too bad. This one is going to go to there. Okay. So now this one is going to need to go to here, as well as there. Okay. All right, this one is going to go to here and then to there. Okay. And then these guys are just going to go here to there to there. Okay, so that's working out pretty well. I wonder if we're going to have an issue making our ground net though. So 3 volt, 3 volt. Should rotate this guy. There we go. So press X to draw traces. So that to there. And then we're going to bring this around like that. Okay. So we're looking pretty good. Now we need to do from here to there. That's good. From here to there. Okay, I think everything else is ground. Now this one is going to be an issue maybe. So let's see what we can do. So I'm going to take this guy here, and I'm going to redraw it on the inside and see if that helps. Okay, so we got that there. So this is all ground fill here, between there, coming through there. Okay, I think that will work. Right. Okay, we might have done it. Let's go ahead and draw our pour. So let's go here. We're going to draw a filled region. We're going to go 1. I really need to draw the board outline first, though. So let's do the board outline now. Let's take this here, and we're going to actually make this be our board outline. And so we're going to edit this. We're going to move it to the board outline area, or the edge cuts. Okay. And then we will add our pour region right there, the filled zone. 1, 2, oh, nope. Let's see. There we go. We want it to be on the ground net. Okay. So we're going to 1, 2, 3, and then we will double click. Okay. And then we're going to click E for edits. Cancel. We're going to right click.
Today is the last day.
And just choose fill all zones. Okay. And it looks like we got all of our ground connections. And so the last thing we're going to do is we're going to save it. And we're going to run our design rules check. DRC. We have a bunch of errors, so we'll have to take a look at these next.